That's why some people have been in very privileged positions. And I'm not saying because they're lazy or because it got given to them. And there's going to be some people like that, but there's going to be people that worked hard for it, but they've got to those positions, not paid attention to other things surrounding and things that can send waves their way, and then lost all of that wealth, right? I'm not even just talking finance. I'm talking in a number of different areas, right? Some people get complacent in health. I've been really, really fit. I can start eating shite food. I can binge on that. I can start smoking cigars because I'm a high roller now, or this, that, and the other. What, like the bad health effects can't affect you now that you're rich, or the bad health effects can't affect you now that you're freaking very healthy? Of course they freaking can. Like, don't get complacent. So, like I said, put in the hard work. Like, work with all your might. Like, what do you need to study? What do you need to look into? Where do you need to push through? You know what I'm saying? And this is doubly true, doubly true when you're going through hard times. Because it takes so much more concerted effort. It's a different level. If you're on an even skate, it's fine. Yeah, you can use that to move and propel yourself to like the next level and stuff like that. If you're in a sweet position, that can amplify, right? But when you're beaten down and you're downtrodden and all that kind of stuff, you have to put in everything, all your might. Maybe for long durations, right? Because when you are beaten down, it's so much harder. And it's not just harder because, you may not have the energy or this, that, and the other. It's just because a lot of people, because of the world that we're in and how the media portrays things, technology, and so many other factors, like not as many people have enough time for each other. Not enough people have the heart to pick someone up while they're down, you know what I'm saying? That was more old school, right? I'm trying to bring that back. I'm trying to be like, hey, don't forget about each other. Yes, it's good to go hard for your goals, your aspirations, your careers, and all that kind of stuff like that, but don't forget about each other. You're important. You're gonna do this together. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about each other. Don't leave that person behind. You know what I mean? Pick people up when you're able to. You know what I'm saying? Don't spend all your time doing that. It can't be like a 24/7. It can be a 24/7 if that's what you want to do, or even if that's your career, right? But still don't let it affect your purpose. So like fully knock your purpose off the bat. But is it really going to affect your purpose if you like pick this person up and give them some advice or point them in the right direction or give them a link or give them a lead? Hey, check this place out. Oh, I saw this opportunity there the other week. Like, go there, speak to this guy, he can set you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that really going to knock you off your purpose? No. So don't forget about each other. And I'm not talking about, hey, you have to give people hands out monetarily and all this kind of stuff like that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying don't forget about each other. There's so many ways that you can help people, right? So don't get lazy just thinking, oh yeah, I'm not going to be chucking cash people's way, or I'll just chuck cash people's way, or this, that, and the other. Like, think, become like smarter in the way that you do things. You can help people in a number of ways, whether that's opening somebody's eyes up to potential careers, potential aspirations, potential ways that they can help other people, potential ways that they can do well for themselves, potential ways that they can use their skills to better themselves and earn at the same time so that they can take care of people that are important to them. There's a number of different ways, right? So use that knowledge and creativity to allow people to progress and bloom and become great leaders in their own rights, you know what I'm saying? Great people in their own rights that help other people as well. This is what I'm saying, like, you need to be cognizant and be like, yo, I can help this person. It's nothing. It's like, it's not going to knock my purpose off. Take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it take an hour, whatever. Like, you can still get back to your purpose. Don't ever let these things like knock you fully off your purpose. Don't be silly. But at the same time, these things helping people up, it ain't going to do that. It ain't going to do that. You can still work hard and make it back and get back on your thing, all right? So just don't forget about each other. Like, care about each other, all right? And that's a massive lesson too, because these same people that you're going past and not batting an eyelid and leaving them where they are and that, they could be who knows where in the future. They may be next level in the future. They'd be like, oh, you were that guy that helped me when I was really, really down, you know? Like those words that you said, or just being there for me, or just giving me that link and giving me that opportunity, or opening that door for me, or just saying check here in this area, or making me realize, hey, I've got this skill and potential, or this, that, and the other. Here's where I could apply it. All of that, like, yo, here's my turn to pay it forward or pay it back to you. Like, what can I do for you? Hey, guess what? I've got this opportunity for you now. You know what I'm saying? When you might really need it. You know what I mean? So don't forget about each other, because it goes both ways. It goes down and up that ladder. You know what I'm saying? That's important. So at the end of the day, we're a communal species, and the media that's thrown out a lot tries to make us forget that. And it's just so important to not forget. So help people, like help people up. Don't forget about anyone. You know what I mean? Don't forget about each other. Take care of each other. And like I'm saying at the start, like with these things, you got to try with all of your might, because especially when you're down, the world that we're in now, because a lot of people aren't in that mindset, you have to put that extra concerted effort to rise and catch up with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a different type of person to not necessarily hold them back, but to take that time, like I said before, about caring about each other. You know what I mean? And you can't expect that there's going to be a lot of those people, so you have to put in everything and more to get back up, to catch up and propel yourself and make use of yourself as a person, as an individual. You know what I mean? Someone that can do more, and you are able to do it, because that is out there. That potential is within you, and it is needed out here more than ever. Trust me, trust, right? But you do have to put in everything. You can't take that for granted. So put in with all of your might, right? And you will figure it out at some point. Direction doesn't always come knocking to us at our front door. Hey, here's what you're going to be working towards. Weeks, months, years, decades, centuries, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes you need to put that work in to figure that out, you know? It's not always like handed on a golden leaf. Hey, here's what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? So you really need to put that concerted effort in to find out. And that's how you do. You try all these different things. You skill up in these areas. You acknowledge what you are strong at and what your weaknesses are, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? Figure this stuff out. But it takes that hard work, and by you putting in that effort with all of your might and being conscious of it when you're doing it, not just working just for the sake of working, be conscious of the actions that you're taking, right? Is this really beneficial to me? Am I liking this? Am I enjoying this? Could I see myself doing this, etc., etc.? Not that you have to like wherever you go in the career aspirations and all that kind of stuff like that. You don't have to like it to make decent money or whatever, but it just depends on what's important to you. What's the most important to you? These are where the conscientiousness comes in, because you need to know what's important to you. You need to know what gives you the most bang for your buck in these different areas, right? And you need to know where you're going. And you won't always have that last one in check. You won't always have that direction. Sometimes people can become directionless. Sometimes people find it hard to find a direction. You know, sometimes ish falls through. Like I was heavily involved in animation. So I was all in on that. I was like, I'm doing something in animation, whether it's animation, health simulation, video game, in that area, and music and stuff like that, the creative sector. Like I was in on that. That crumbled. Came directionless. Even before I started in that sector and all that kind of stuff, I was like, okay, I want to go into an area of business, learn things about business. I didn't know about business. I didn't know what sector I wanted to go in. Really, I didn't know how that all worked, that I was directionless. It's very easy, actually. It's very easy to become directionless. How do you find direction? You put in all your mind, all of your effort to find what works for you, to find what resonates with you, to find meaning